Alright, brother, hold up. It's the man of knowledge coming at your way. Check it in. Check it out. Peace. So I'm just sitting here, I just woke up. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm just checking up, watching Sports Center. I'm trying to get some sports videos to come out. And I don't really know what's happening right now, but we're just gonna see. I just know the NBA is back. Starting next Wednesday. But let's get into it. He hit that motherfucker right there with the LL Cool J shit. Mama said knock you out. That man 14-0. Good. I don't know about y'all, brothers, but I'm not the biggest college football fan like I used to be. But oh yeah, by the way, my favorite college team is Alabama, so come at me. You see LeBron over there looking like a damn lean buck, black Santa Claus, all that gray in his fucking hair and shit. Fuck all that, man. I ain't coming for no damn baseball. Her brother name is what? Edgar Berlanga. He's 14-0. Pretty impressive. And we begin with best baseball as the regular season is set to begin Thursday here on ESPN.
Yeah, but you're the best team over the last few years to have not won the World Series. It's clearly...
No offense, man, but I don't watch that. I don't keep up with baseball. For the brothers that do, I'm sorry. I don't watch this. Let's see. All right, here we go. NBA. So it is official, gentlemen. The NBA is back. I would like to see what will go down. I'm reading down there. I'm going to close it up some. It says, Giannis says no hoop claim was a ploy. Now says statement was planned to try to get ahead of the competition. All right, Giannis, whatever, man.
Players are inside one attempting to crown a champion at Disney. July 30th, NBA games begin.
My brother, check this out. Says NBA unveils courts for restart at Walt Disney World. Now, what do we know about Walt Disney? First of all, Disney World's in Florida, Orlando, Florida. Okay. Now, for the most part, Walt Disney himself runs Disney, was running the Disney company. Especially during his time alive. That's where it comes from. His name, I'm pretty sure we already know this. Easy shit, right? For the most part, Walt Disney was a Luciferian. Okay? Most brothers ain't gonna like that. I don't give a damn. I'm just telling it like it is.
A week from Thursday, you're looking at what NBA courts will look like, some intimacy, some precautions. Lisa Salters would join me in a moment with more details on the...
And look, y'all see that NBA got it on the floor as the Black Lives Matter for their logo. Listen, man. NBA is a, what you want to call it? NBA is a business. Okay? It is a liberal business at that. Okay? So they already know what to do. They already know to go ahead and, while they bring back you the distraction, they already know to make sure they add in, quote unquote, the liberal movement of Black Lives Matter, aka Black Lesbians Matter. Because that's all what it's promoting. Look, man, I already told you. For the most part, for the so-called black man, they don't give a fuck about you. Okay? All they want you to do is be a LeBron, be a Giannis Antetokounmpo, be a Kawhi Leonard, be a Stephen Curry, be a Damian Lillard, be a Russell Westbrook, or a James Harden. Things of that nature, etc. You know? But any other thing, you're going against the grain. But let's continue to check it out.
Reports. But first, here's the Lakers' Anthony Davis.
I think it's pretty cool. How they have the big monitors, but you can have your family, friends, fans, whoever.
Now look at this bullshit. Now ain't it something how they got Anthony Davis to cover up his mouth with a fake ass coronavirus? Because keep in mind, these athletes for the most part are just assets. Okay, they use these, once again, brothers, they use these athletes to help out push the propaganda and the narratives and the agendas, quote unquote, allegedly. Okay? First game of the season will be Lakers versus the Clippers. Of the restart of the season will be Lakers versus Clippers. It'll be in Los Angeles Clippers house. But let's skip all that and just focus on the fundamental here. They got Anthony Davis covered up in his coronavirus mask, and I find that extremely funny. Because I done seen plenty of other players come around the league, regardless of their location, and they don't have a mask. But why does Anthony Davis? Now, I'm not saying anything about Anthony Davis because, with all due respect, Anthony Davis is a great player. Top 10 through 15 player in this league. But another thing I have to address is why he got them bitch-ass curls in his head. Nigga looking like a broke-down Barney.
In the arena. I think that's a pretty dope idea. I know they're still trying to figure out some things as far as lighting and the sound and stuff, but I think the whole concept of it is pretty dope.
The great Lisa Salters joins us from Orlando. Good to be with you again, Lisa. And I'm curious, how's the court set up differently than it normally is to maintain that high level of safety for everyone at the arena?
Well, Bucci, the courts really do look nice. We got a sneak peek today, and if you didn't know that you were on specially built courts here in the bubble in Orlando, you'd think that you were in any NBA arena anywhere. An arena, of course, without stands for the fans. But the courts themselves, for all three broadcast arenas, they look like this, and they will be exactly the same at each venue. Up to 30 cameras positioned around each court. All but 3 of them will be robotic, but the coverage and the camera...
Now, did you hear that? She said only 3 cameras will be robotic. My brothers, I done told y'all. In the near future, they're going to be using this technology in a different form. They're going to be trying to use all type of shit, talking about robots are coming out. Now, simply, what I want to talk about with the coronavirus, particularly the coronavirus shots. The alleged shot coronavirus shots, man. Let me tell y'all this here. I done told you one time. I ain't gonna keep talking about it, man. But I'm gonna just say this here again. By the way, for all you brothers who out there may be thinking about getting these coronavirus shots, hey, nice knowing you. All right, adios. Those microchips, man. Hey. Alright, bruh. Gonna have your ass doing the electric slide out here or some shit.
Angles should really be unique team bench areas have been arranged so that players are seated next to each other, but
Okay, now ask yourself this. Why would they be seated next to each other when there's a so-called pandemic going on that requires social distancing? You see what I'm talking about?
socially distanced, and each player and coach will have his own
No. Let me go back.
distance, and each have been arranged so that players are seated next to each other, but socially distanced, and each
Does that look like socially distanced to you? No, it doesn't. It's like they're just fucking bunched up together, man. Like,
own assigned seat. The scores
I'm sure.
table is behind plexiglass, and so is the booth for the announcers who'll be calling the game. For the games I'll be working, that'll be, of course, Mike Green, Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy. Those guys will be at an elevated location again so that they can be distanced from the floor, which is where they usually sit for games. And while fans won't physically be present at these games, the NBA is still fine-tuning ways, Richie, to get them here virtually.
Now, another thing I want to touch on is why couldn't these so-called black brothers that's in the so-called NBA, why could they not start their own league? Why they want to protest and talk about Black Lives Matter and the white man this and the white man that and all that shit? But, I mean, rich as they are and talented as they are, it's like, I mean, hey, regardless of where they go, everybody's going to know these brothers. So why can't they go to another country or another, you know, just start their own league somewhere else in another country for the most part? You don't have to fight for freedom. Take your shit and you leave, man. But you see, for the most part, the so-called pro-black or the liberals, they're not going to do those things. You know why you're not going to do that? Because you see, this is what I've been saying. Most pro-blacks love to run their fucking mouth. And they love to complain and talk this and talk that and all this other shit. But the thing you're missing is, see, y'all love America so much, but you claim that you hate it the way you're being treated, but you love it. You love your oppressor. And you love the way that he treats you, or she treats you. Because had it been so much of a problem, you wouldn't keep running your damn mouth about it. You just get up and leave and do something about it yourself. Can't tell me these brothers ain't gonna make money nowhere else, man. Like they ain't gonna get sponsored somewhere else, nowhere else. Come on.
I'm really looking forward to the camera angles you talked about.
These brothers can go to, and look, fuck the cameras. I'm talking about this here. These brothers could go to China and go chase a cat's ass and cook a rat. Okay, in a Chinese restaurant. No offense. But guess what? They're gonna get sponsors off that. Because he's LeBron James, or hey, he's Kevin Durant, or hey, he's Steph Curry, or hey, he's Giannis Antetokounmpo, or hey, he's Kawhi Leonard, or hey, he's James Harden, or hey, this is Russell Westbrook, or hey, this is Chris Paul, or hey, this is Russell Westbrook, or hey, this is Kyrie Irving. You know?
For Van Gundy to be away from the court so the players can't hear him while he's broadcasting. As we saw in the video, Lisa, all three courts have Black Lives Matter displayed on the floor just above the league shield. I was curious, how did that affect you walking out there, and how might others be affected by it?
Yeah, well, as a person of color, as a person,
Here we go.
it really did affect me. It's something that the league and players both agreed that they wanted to do, to have the words Black Lives Matter on the court.
Here's like what I want to say. What the hell is that gonna change? Another thing I want to say: if Black lives really matter, it's on us to treat them as such. You can sit up here and see. This is what I say. All that shit will be uncalled for if you just take the money out your pocket and go start and run your own league, so-called black man. But the so-called black man does not want to do that because he wants to be accepted. Because in his mind, he has been indoctrinated over the years that he's already behind due to slavery and certain things of that nature. Okay? This is why they love to push out certain things because, for the most part, they like to keep the so-called black man asleep on what he needs to be focused on more. Much more than basketball, rap, boxing, and football, and pussy, and money. It's much more than that. The so-called black man could be anything he put his mind to be. But instead, instead of going to go start his own business, he wants to stay in corporate America to be accepted. I just like to think about this NBA shit. Why these brothers want to sit here and come back to the NBA when they had huge opportunities to start their own league? Why they gonna have to scream Black Lives Matter? Go someplace where they have to worry about that shit. But no, they come right back here in America, a country that does not give a fuck about them as a man, as a race in general, and come right back here slaving and simping for this motherfucker. See, that's what I don't get. Now you got it on the court, Black Lives Matter. That ain't nothing. That ain't shit, but just some shit that's in the way. Cause for once again, you got this. This is a man's league. Brothers, you can go look it up. The Black Lives Matter ain't got nothing to do with what the straight black man got going on, man. They don't give a fuck about you. Your women don't give a fuck about you. It's all about them trying to... This is why most women protest, man. It's to keep the attention off of you, so-called black man, and put it on them, because they're not fighting for you. They're fighting for homosexuals, transgenders. And once again, how can you say Black Lives Matter and a non-black person owns it? That right there alone shows you that this shit is just a joke, man. This is a game. It's nothing but a profit organization. Okay? They already know for the most part most blacks are liberal. Other races know for the most part most blacks are liberal. Okay? This is why they sell you the globalist mentality. We're all the same. We're all equal. But like I've been saying, man, yeah, everybody's equal until the cops come.
See it? Right there along the sideline in front of the scoreboard.
Yeah, we see that bullshit. It does not matter. Listen. Listen. Most of you brothers ain't gonna never get it. Yeah, I understand. Most of you brothers are already mad, pissed off, probably by now. I don't give a shit.
Table. It's meaningful.
No, it is not. It's hypocrisy. No, I'm sorry. I used the wrong word. It's ludicrous. You could say it's hypocrisy in a way, because these brothers out here talking about Black Lives Matter, but they have returned to the masses to be some damn slave. You want to throw up your fists and pick your afros and say Black Lives Matter, but yet again, here you are in a white corporation. You're back, but how you gonna scream Black Lives Matter, but you have returned to your plantation? Because you like it. You like what's happening in reality. Because like I said, if you go start your own business, your own league, you wouldn't have to worry about this. But yet, here y'all are. So that's all I need to know.
Moving, it makes a statement. And I can't wait to hear what the players and coaches think when they walk out onto those courts and get ready to play for the first time, and they see for themselves those words on the court.
Did this bitch just say she can't wait to hear what the players and coaches got to say? Oh, I already know what the players got to say. Here they go. Pass me the cup. Hey, Bron. 1, 2, hey, on 3. Pass. And here the coaches go. Pick and roll. Look, they ain't talking about no Black Lives Matter. Because they got black Negroes out there making them money.
An NBA season like no other in its history. We're looking forward to seeing it again on ESPN and ABC, and looking forward to seeing you, Lisa Salters, back at work.
Yeah, he needs to see you. Look at the face when he said that. Yeah, we'll be looking forward to seeing you. He probably blowing up. Hey, now look. For the most part, man, most of these so-called white men, or liberal Caucasian man, or so-called Caucasian man in general is always inside of a black woman's coochie, for the most part, and a lot of these corporations in America.
From inside the bubble in Orlando.
Yeah, gonna be more like inside her bubble.
Well, as another day passes inside the NBA bubble, more and more people are adjusting to their new surroundings. That includes the Clippers, one of the favorites to win this year's title. And while the league is open to...
Clippers ain't favored to win shit. Alright? For the most part, Clippers are fucking overrated, but I want to say at the same time they're kind of underrated. They're not doing what's expected, okay? And if you think Clippers... Listen, Clippers don't even have a real fan base. 95%, 99.99% of everybody who says they're a Clippers fan is a damn lie. You're either a Lakers fan or a Warriors fan or a 49ers fan. Hell, for the most part, I say you're a Kings fan. But I wouldn't call you no Clippers fan. You're lying.
Every amenity imaginable inside the bubble for the
Clippers... Let me just state this. I'm sorry. By the way, while I'm at it, Clippers are just made to stop LeBron and the Lakers. After that, if they don't do it within the next 1 or 2 years, they're done. Okay, they're going to go back to La La Land or Wonderland. Okay, they're already an average team at best. They just got 2 quote-unquote superstars leading them. And they have 1 megastar. And I ain't talking about Paul George. I don't get it twisted. Doc Rivers is a great coach. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. But what needs to solidify that is that he needs a couple of rings. Is it possible that he can get a ring this year? Absolutely, and absolutely not. I say that because, well, despite Clippers being an experienced team, they don't have too much of playoff success. Okay? Then you add a player like Paul George, who is inconsistent, especially when it comes to the playoffs. Okay? Check it out.
teams and families, it will never match the comforts of home. But so far, so good.
The league's been great. They really have been. They've done everything right as far as I'm concerned. I mean, when you think about that, we're running a village for the first time. League's doing pretty well in city management. There is a lot of stuff we can do here, but as far as our health, we have an app every morning that you have to do. You're wearing bands. Everybody are wearing face masks. When you're out in public.
It's been good. You're able to be around the guys that you've been missing for the past 3-4 months. Next scrimmage is just getting in shape, getting our team chemistry together, getting the flow, getting the rhythm. That's what I expect us to do.
And one other note on the Clippers, they will be without their starting point guard for an unknown period of time. ESPN's Malika Andrews reporting that Patrick Beverley left the Orlando bubble Tuesday night for an emergency personal matter, but he plans to
allegedly
join the team in the future. But that date will be dependent upon how long he's gone and his subsequent quarantine once he arrives back in Orlando.
Listen, I'm going to just say this about Patrick Beverley. For the most part, Patrick Beverley is not a threat on offense, in my highly humble opinion. I like to call his defense, articulate. Or should I just say no? It's well put together. For the most part, he's a great defender. Stat-wise, at least. And from what I've seen, he has an underdog mentality. I think he's worth a good 10, 12 point per games player. If he really went out his way, who knows? Maybe a little higher than that. Is he a big piece to this Clippers team? Hell, look, Patrick Beverley is a big piece to every team he's ever been on. Okay, from the Rockets to the Clippers. And if anybody else he may have played with before, because I can't remember. I think he's been on the Rockets his whole entire career, except currently. And if you brothers know anything, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Malika Andrews joins us now from inside that bubble in Orlando. Malika, we know what a defensive presence Beverley is on the all around for him being away?
Michael, this is part of their big heartbeat, I would say. That's who Patrick Beverley is to this team. When they got here and were in quarantine, Patrick Beverley was banging on the walls at 2 o'clock in the morning and yelling out to his teammates, "Yo, I'm just checking. Is everybody all right?" Because that's the type of guy that he is, both on and off the court. He is that vocal teammate. Kawhi Leonard was talking earlier about how over the break they actually worked out together, and that was a really good bonding time for them. And I saw Patrick at practice this morning. He was chatting with teammates. He was, smiling and seemed to be happy to be there. So he plans to return to this team as soon as he possibly
Well, if you saw him this morning, where is he now?
can.
And they're already short-handed as well because Montrezl Harrell left the bubble to deal with a personal matter. Also, we'll see how
That's alleged. Just know that, brothers. That's alleged.
long Beverly is away from his teammates before the season tips off. Malika Andrews there in Orlando.
With the NBA set to restart in Florida next week with
God damn, LeBron. Brother woke up this morning and left a whole water slob on his face. What is that? Oh. Damn yo.
2 teams instead of 30. The league determined that voters for its season awards should consider only games played up through March 11th.
Oh well, they got his sweet ass back.
To choose the winners, so LeBron will
I thought he was over there playing with his man tits at first.
have an opportunity to continue to make a case for what would be his 5th MVP trophy. That was tied with Jordan.
The things he's doing at his age.
Now this is the part where we watch LeBron getting pedestalized or worshipped. Okay.
Like probably one of his best years, top 10 in the West.
Why does he have on number 6 when he's number 23?
The thing with him score, especially when everybody was saying blocking, hang it up, and all this thing, he come back with a dominant performance.
Year 17, he's probably owed a couple when he got missed out on. Obviously, a lot of people kind of counted him out and thought he was not washed up, but didn't think he was at a level where he was before.
The fuck? Brother, like one of them characters off Star Wars.
It seems like he hasn't lost many steps at all, not even half a step.
That shit like from Darth Vader.
Packs winning more than anybody in the league.
Now that just looks gay as hell, man. Really, Frank Vogel?
His IQ.
Now look, let me go down there. Let me tweet. Let me get up on something. Y'all see that down there below the tweet? It said Trump's tweets regarding live sports kneeling. He says, "Calls kneeling a sign of great disrespect for our country and our flag." No, I think the country and the flag itself is disrespectful. But of course, he gonna run his mouth because for the most part, Donald Trump is being controlled as well by a couple of. He's an asset himself. And look, man, I already know voting's gonna be coming up in November. Look, Trump already got it. He gonna serve his 2nd term. Why? Because he's not done. But let's continue with this. That'll be some shit for another day.
He's the quarterback for both the offense and the defense for us. That's probably going to choose one
How you gonna say he's the quarterback and this is the NBA, brother?
argument. When you have Tom Brady running the show offensively and Mike
Take him out of that Patriots jersey.
Singletary barking out calls on the defensive end, you're a dominant team. To have the best offensive leader in the league and the best defensive leader on the league on your side.
Is he serious?
In one player, that's probably the best argument.
Columnist Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
All right. So one thing I want to touch on is, who do y'all think is gonna get the MVP of the NBA? Will it be Giannis Antetokounmpo for the Milwaukee Bucks, or will it be LeBron James for the Los Angeles Lakers? You look at those numbers, points per game. Giannis scored averaging almost 30. LeBron is averaging 25, 26. the odds, negative 800 for Giannis and plus 500 for LeBron. I honestly want to see Giannis get it, but, you know, because, hey, like I said, Milwaukee Bucks had the best record in the league last year. They just came out of a Eastern Conference Finals last year, and yet again, this year they had the best record in the league again. So I definitely would like to give the odds to Giannis. I think they should be higher. I don't think they should be negative at all. But I think because of, you know, who he's in a race against, LeBron, which, you know, everybody has to show some type of favoritism for LeBron because they're trying to help push the narrative for LeBron by saying, oh, he's trying to chase Jordan, and he's trying to chase Kobe. He's better than MJ. You know, he's better than Michael Jordan. He's better than da-da-da-da-da and all this whole silly line-ass nonsense shit. But anyway, don't be surprised if LeBron ends up getting it, but I definitely think Giannis, once again, is more deserving. Like last year.
All right, won the award 6 times. That's the most. Jordan, Bill Russell, 1 and 5. LeBron.
Exactly, they got to put him in there because, you know, they're trying to help LeBron. You know, they're trying to hurry up and put LeBron in the history books. Like I just stated, man.
As for Giannis, you see, big favorite for the award, according to Caesars, at the time of the stoppage. It's going to be hard to defeat him. The Greek Freak. Just the third player to win multiple MVPs by 25, joining LeBron and Kareem.
All right, let's talk some football now. The NFL Players Association has agreed to the league's plan to drop all preseason games for the 2020 campaign, as according to ESPN's Dan Graziano.
Yeah, whatever. But, hey, guys. Take the time out and think about the stuff I was saying in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Spin the Man of Knowledge. I'm checking out. Alright? The NBA is back. And for you brothers who care about the NBA, have some type of joy to sports. We're going to get into some more sports videos very soon. Alright? Alright, man. Peace.